A wise man once told me, to be or not to be. I said, probably not. So this is 100 days in hardcore RLCraft. If by some incredible miracle you do not know what hardcore mode is, it is a mode in which you just cannot die. Well, you can die, there are no invisible elves stopping you from dying, but if you do die, your world gets deleted forever. And RLCraft is basically Minecraft on steroids. Like, you can find dragons, DC hemorrhoids. Oh, look at the machine. And probably worst of them all, the tax collectors. just joking. But yeah, day 1 starts off with a turbo banger of a start. So I spawned near this fishing village or something, and after looking around for a few moments I saw a half decapitated battle tower, and I knew that there's like a pile of items just sitting there on the roofs, so I went to investigate. After my quick Sherlock Holmes episode I found out that I was right, so I shoved the shit I found on the floor into my Amazon warehouse sized pockets, and then I noticed that I picked up a backpack, which helped me to carry all of the trash I picked up. Oh, and I picked up 2 shiny bottles of enchanting liquid, and canonically enough it contained enough mystery liquid for me to get 2 XP levels, which I used to level up my farming skill level to level 2. And with those 2 convenient farming levels I started stealing the shit out of this village. And by that I just meant the wheat, which gave me a lot of XP to start off with. After a bit of legally acquired wheat, I used the XP that I got to level up my agility to level 4, as I wanted to check out what was this hype behind this tool belt thing. It turns out it's pretty good. So I continued with the farming of the wheat, but the reason I stayed in this village was because I knew of this magical place that spawns in this type of village, which was the watermill, which has like 40 iron blocks inside, and I was a man in need of iron. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find it on the first day. I was still on the search for the mystical watermill on day 2. While looking for it, I found an upside down pair of AirPods and a nice propeller hat. Still frolicking around the entire village looking for the watermill, I found this massive sea worm on the ground and I knew that I had to kill it. Well, because of its scales, but more importantly, it would just slither back into the water and probably snap me out of existence. I then made a bow, but then realized that I forgot my backpack near the first wheat farm, and that contained all of my arrows. In a panic, I started to look for arrows in nearby buildings. I climbed a nearby tower as that was the place I thought would have arrows. But it did not. Instead, it had gold. Quite annoyed at this antagonistic pacifist tower of gold, I started looking for more possible locations of arrows. Then I saw more chests in an adjacent tower. I bridged over to it, and what do you know? It had arrows. It was time to kill the sea worm. And so after a few minutes of bow spam, I actually took that sea snake down. I only got 4 scales. 4 scales? What the fuck did I kill? A balding Caesar? After that, I continued the search for the magical watermill and I ran into this house that had a fridge made from 2 iron blocks. I used them to make iron chestplate and pans. Throughout day 3, I was still searching for the watermill, but at this point it felt like it's an urban legend. Like, I checked so many buildings, so many places, and yet it's nowhere to be found. Although, I did find a fishing rod and a lot of food in some chests. I then found another farm. I started harvesting all the wheat and leveling up attack levels, so I could make and use an iron rapier. Whilst doing that, one of those green flying wheat protecting goblins jumped out and scared the fucking shit out of me. Day 4 mostly consisted of very low FPS. Because of all the seeds and wheat on the ground, it started lagging to the point where most of the sounds were played too late or were completely missing. Reminds me of a certain game, but 2077 seconds later I found another farm of wheat. Day 5 was very eventful, so I farmed wheat, On day 6 I was finally able to make an iron rapier, an iron shield and a bucket. And now it was time to loot my first battle tower of this world. So I built up to it, and then to the very top of the tower, and completely forgot probably the single most important component in cheesing the golem. The fishing rod. I had to go all the way back down, and get the fishing rod, and then go all the way back up. And so I cheesed the golem off, but the loot inside the top chest was synonymous to the current state of graphics card availability. Day 7 was a big day. I finally made the clock, so I could finally see what time it is. It was like a clock. You might as well bump that subscribe button, as it does not take much effort and you can always unsubscribe for whatever reason. Anyway, I used the XP bottles I got to level up my defense to level 16, so I could finally wear diamond armor and went back up there. Looted the rest of the 3 floors chests and nothing special. Although, that chest Aussie Wiz I could mention. Oh man, on day 8 I finally made a summoning staff and it was time to leave this place and venture off to the new lands. Like my man Christopher Columbus. On my way, I ran into this dragon flying about in the distance, so I had to throw a mountain to avoid them. Shortly after I ran into the same dragon who was literally about to fucking melt me. Here is how I escaped. After walking for a bit, I noticed a battle tower and this roam type structured thing. Decided to roam closer and slept there. It was time to loot another battle tower on day 9, but this time, instead of going straight to the top, I just took a small hole in each lower level and just stole the loot and broke the spawners without fighting any of the mobs. And I finally had a full set of diamond armor. I cheesed the golem off and checked the loot. It was kaput. Also started leveling up my attack levels as I wanted to use a diamond rapier. Man, day 10, man, what a day. So, I saw that a sea serpent got stuck on land, like the plebeian that it is, but unfortunately I do not have any arrows, so I could not cheese it. I tried spawning in a Aegis in hope that they would attack it, but no luck. And instead they attacked the fucking golem, who attacked me. I spawned in some more boys and then the golem just rushed me. This whole debacle ended up with him dying. And so I continued my adventure. I eventually found a savanna biome. I saw this weird desert building, just kind of vibing over there. So I went closer and those big XP flying fucking slime balls appeared. So I spawned in the boys to take care of them. Well, day 11. I saw a rock outside my man cave, but I do not have any vegan treats, so I had to cook some chicken. I also had to sleep, as mobs will not make the rock taming experience any better. And it sure did not. Day 12. Man, what a disappointing day that was. So it was time to tame the rock. I made avian treats, but completely forgot about the fact that I need a soul stone. So I tamed the rock, really easily actually. Beautiful. I got it. And then I wanted him close to that entrance so I could quickly put together soul stone. So I landed the bird, and well... How do you dismount this thing? My hatred towards creepers worsened by about 17 times. I went out exploring. I found a small and completely useless village, and then I found one of those very big castle things that is also as useful as the cargo ship in a kiddie pool. By that time it was getting dark and I needed to sleep. So I went into this building with very many weird sound effects, but I did not think much of it until the game did not let me sleep. Those are no friendly sounds, let me tell you. So I just slept outside the building instead. On day 13 I saw what those old broken lawnmower sounds are all about. Is that a fucking dinosaur again? I don't know what the fuck was in there to look like a dinosaur. Shortly after I left the place, as there was no reason for me to be there, and literally right after that I saw that windmill type base. I explored the chest to see if there's any good stuff I could borrow, and I then started farming. After some harvesting I was finally able to make a diamond rapier and a diamond shield. Yeah boy. Through day 14 I was still farming, but the end was inevitable, so I packed my stuff and went on. And literally like 50 blocks away there was another one of these. On day 15 I farmed for a while and then I made a diamond bow. I sorted my inventory out and I went to loot a nearby battle tower. Day 16 I finally looted a battle tower. Apparently the two top chests had very basic loot, while the lower ones had way better stuff. But I have no idea what stuff was in there since I make very obscure notes. On day 17 to 18 I spent looking for some nice flat ground to build my house on. Apart that, I really did not do much. But I did make 2 rings of resistance on the early hours of day 17. Let's go. Knock knock. Who's there? Day fucking 19. So I was near an ocean and I remembered about one of the best baubles in the game. The Stone of the Sea. And man, I was a man in the need of one of those, so I wanted to craft it. But I was lacking only one component in this bauble Mickey cocktail, which was 4 fish. So I found this incredibly nice looking valley, made a fishing rod and went in. And 4 fish later, I made a Stone of the Sea. We get this man. Day 20 was the day to loot a shipwreck. It was alright, I guess. Where is a stupid dragon? Right here. Loads of traveling later I saw another one of those massive castle type villages and I got kind of excited. Or a swamp biome. All of these suck. Oh, it's one of these again. Until I noticed that this is literally the same place I was at 3 days ago. Well, at least... Are you... I ran into place I was here like 2 hours. What? And thought fuck it and just built a shit shack shed there. It would take an entire team of scientists to explain why. Right there. On day 21 I finished building the roof of the shed. You know, looking at this roof, it's really not the best out there, but it's up there. I started my inventory and went back to the tower to clear the rest of the chests and spawners for XP. Day 22 I looked up a recipe for a disenchanting table. I had the resources to make one, but I needed a few more magic levels. And there we go. Oh, that's easy, man. Oh, magic 20, man. So back in the tower I went. So day 23 was a big day, so I was determined to get a rock this day, but this time I did some proper preparations. I made a soul stone, avian treats, and a saddle. And all I needed was a rock. Rock! They're going out. Come on. Come on. I got it. Things were about to change and the year of my reign began on day 24. So I got my bow, knockback arrows, and I hopped onto my Batmobile, my rock, and I began the search for battle towers. It took me like half of the day to find a single one, but at least the loot was good. XP tome! Finally, this is the first one actually. Jesus, I've never seen this man in my life. Then I killed some zombies that were on fire to get some XP. And now my notes just say going home went wrong. I have no idea what happened, so... Bad. Very bad. Very bad. I forgot mobs can do that actually. Nope. Day 25 I made a disenchanting table and used a fishing rod to see how it works. Okay, so I put this on with this. Does it remove all enchantments or just the one? Yeah, the thing with 2 enchantments. I do not have that. I do not want to lose the advanced flame. Sounds good. Right? I have no idea why I did that, by the way. Just Day 26, I made an iron pickaxe, progressing slower than a car with no wheels. But anyway, I went outside my home to inhale some nice fresh Chernobyl air. But then I noticed either a stage 3 fire dragon or a very local bird of Chernobyl. I just lowered my render distance and went out looking for more battle towers. Found one with loot. I also found potential home location. To live like somewhere in here, oh my god. Haven't seen planes like this in like so long. Honestly, I can just mark this place on the map. Potential home. Potential, yes. And then during the night of this day, I found that floating island that has like a million empty chests in it. I tried to get in, but I failed. There it is. Oh shit. Nope, not risking it. Oh, come on. On day 27 I made a disintegration table, and with the silt I got I made a cobalt shield. Let's go. And I finally got the day counter on screen. This was immaculately incredible timing, as it was around now that I became extra paranoid of being a neighbor to a fucking stage 3 fire dragon, and so I decided to make a bunker type base instead. So I went out to look for a cave, and I found a very deep one very close to my shack. And I went to light it up and clear it of mobs. Wait, I'm now, are you? Day 28 consisted mostly of moving my shit into the cave and some small scale deforestation for chests and flooring. On day 29 I stayed all day in the cave just expanding it, also experimenting with the lesser equipment forge and scraping together this wooden multi-tool tool. And then I thought, why settle down with this fucking flintstone equipment, and then made an iron version of it. Yes, okay. Oh fuck it, let's see. Oh yes. On day 30 I dug out an enchanting room area in the bunker, and then I started looking for Depth Strider 3 enchantment for my boots. No luck. I can craft the boots. It's like the most useless one, but another book. Oh wait, I forgot. No, I do not. Absolute garbage. Advanced sponge. Oh, this could be big. Nah. Nah. Infinity. No. Alive, what does lightweight do? After that, I continued building and expanding the cave. Thanks to my ADHD, I quickly threw that idea out the fucking window and decided to make a reforged table instead, and then I tried to reforge my rings of resistance. One was seemingly impossible to reforge to undying. This one fucking piece of shit took 99 gold ingots alone, while the second one only took about 10. Also, while reforging the rings I noticed I can actually make a pretty fire beat with this thing. Let's try this one. This one is way better, man. Day 31 was a day of exploring. I was like Dora the Explorer, but about twice as cool. Anyway, I set out to look for battle towers. I instead found the seaside village with an underwater library structure. I wanted to explore the underwater library, and so I did, but the books inside were fucking garbage. When I was about done looting the place, I noticed that a sea serpent was literally outside the exit, so I was kind of stuck. I waited for that idiot to get stuck on land, and when he did, I took my shot. Oh, it's he is actually right there, guarding the entrance or exit. He actually... Whew. On days 32 to 33, I found a battle tower and inside it a blight zombie. I need a summoning. Not this time, bitch. I can make out. After that, I went out flying again, and shortly after I noticed a village coming up from the horizon, which upon closer inspection also had a library. But that is not it just yet. It gets better. There were also 2 menting books. 2 menting? Well, you know what? That could be big. Well, I know that these are not exactly the cream of the crop, but mending is mending in my book. Then I left the library, and I noticed that one of those sea hemorrhoids actually got stuck on land. And I was not going to let him go, but he went back into the water before I could distract him, as my rock just became invisible for no reason. And then I needed to hydrate up, but then the fucking botanical garden started an all-out war. For fuck's sake, why are these oak biomes hot all of a sudden? Fuck off with the flowers. Honest. But eventually I did get my rock to materialize back into existence, and then the sea serpent got stuck on land again. So I cheesed them. Man, I was feeling good. I killed such a massive sea serpent. I bet I got a lot of scale. What in the bikini bottom is this? And then I took off and went to look for more battle towers, and at some point I did find one, but the loot was whack. Well, at least something useful. Although I had stacked up 64 bottles of XP by that point, and I also found an entire heart container. Oh, bro. Oh yeah, there was also this dinosaur thing stuck in the tower. Like, oh my god, go back into extinction. And so then I went back home, made yet another heart container. You can never have too many of these. Well, until you cannot use them anymore, but I am getting off track. Then I finally reforged the first string of resistance to undying. I also made a tight guardian chest plate for maximum protection, and tried to look for some good ass enchants. On day 34 I was still enchanting, or well, looking for enchants, and well, I discarded a protection for enchant because I thought that I should only look for advanced protection, and then I did it again. Although I did get a reduced cooldown 5 book. Is that good? And still have no idea. And then finally, on my 3rd attempt, I admitted defeat and accepted the protection for enchant. But then it turned out that I also got Burning Thorns 3 to accompany the protection. Exactly what I need. Oh, and they got this Burning Thorns as well. Alright, at this point I wanted some dragon bone weapons. I had dragon bones, but what I did not have was wither bones. And this is the start of the wither bone saga. But hey. Where does this go? Oh. And so as confident as ever, I hopped onto my rock and set out to look for a savanna biome to look for a cockatrice. If you do not know what that is, it's a bird that drops wither bones upon dying. Days 35 to 36 were spent alone looking for a savanna biome. No luck. An honorable mention though, in the later hours of day 36 I noticed a massive sea serpent and I wanted to kill him. Here's an incredibly well davened. Come on, bitch. I need to be careful with this guy. Oh, look at the machine size of this machine. That's a fucking knockback arrow. Why? I clicked the wrong button. Fuck, I pressed G again. What? Is this a crab? I'm gonna die. My game. Could you stop doing that? Oh, piss off. What a loss. Although I did kill another one a few minutes later for 7 scales. And then when I got back home I made a Tide Guardian helmet. On day 37 I started making a chicken farm as I was sick of flying around pointlessly and well, almost dying at one point. After that I made a Tide Trident to literally never use it ever again. Cool. Usage. Actually I want to try this out for a long time now. Why do you hold this like a bow? Oh, it's like a more sophisticated bow. I spent almost the entire day of day 38 on enchanting books, and I did get some good ones, like Lifesteal and Vampirism 2. Not great, not terrible. On day 39 I did some book enchanting, something like that, and I died. On day 40 I actually got the very first rotten egg, and to my surprise it actually hatched. I'll just spawn him here. Wait. This guy's friendly. But since this was my first time doing this, I did not know that when a rotten egg does hatch, it spawns a baby cockatrice that is also already tamed to you. I don't even know why was I surprised. What else was I expecting to hatch from that egg? A fucking car? Oh man. Day 41 was a sad day. So as I was working on my bunker house, the baby cockatrice grew up and well... it was time to stab him. Trust me, I do not want to do it. I have to kill him now. I really don't want to, but... I got what I needed. Then I made a Dragonbone Rapier that I could not even fucking use. So it was about as useful as a refrigerator in Siberia. Worthless. Cool. I have some... Oh, think about that one. On day 42, I was out looking for a savanna biome, as I also wanted a dragonbone bow before going to the end. Instead I found a sea rat, which is good, but it was next to some sirens. I landed on a tree. Unfortunately, their goddamn horrible melodies still got to my head, and I had to make some earplugs. Once I did, I spawned in the boys to do the business for me. They pushed the sirens into the water, and the cockroach of the sea took it from there. Then I lured the stupid creature onto the land and cheesed it. Funnily enough, the smallest sea pleb yet, dropped the most amount of scales. Then a while later I found one of those windmill farm things, and that of course meant big XP. So I landed and started harvesting. Oh, that's what I needed. After some time of doing that, some birds attacked and almost stabbed me to death with their beaks. Oh boy. Oh my god, thought that was a dragon. Boy. Bro, kill him. Kill him. Stupid fucking bird. The lag did not help. The lag did not no good. How close am I to dying? Fucking attack of the KFC. On day 43 I was still there farming. After I harvested all of the wheat, I continued the search of the now seemingly urban legend, the savanna biome. No, but seriously, it seemed like any kind of savanna biome was like the fucking boogeyman of this world. Back to my never-ending search for the savanna biome, I found a village that had loads of wood that I did take, because I could expand my bunker cave without worrying about doing any more deforestation. This village also had a library. Day 44 consisted of fun and family-friendly activities, including, but very limited to, flying around pointlessly for about 10 minutes. Very good stuff. If you don't have the basic function to sense what fucking boredom is. Although on day 45 things were about to change, because I found a savanna biome. But finding a savanna biome is only the beginning, as I soon found out. I was wandering around these few massive savanna biomes, but there was not a single cockatrice. spent even more of my day and some of the night on day 46 just looking for any cockatrice, but there was no resemblance of there being any cockatrice here in the past 2,000,000 years. So I went back home, and I put protection for my helmet, and I also tried some more books on the enchanting table, and I got another Vampirism 2 book. Oh yeah, and I could finally use the dragon bone rapier I made, and I got 2 more rotten eggs, but no birds. I really don't want to kill another one of these, but I guess I'm not going to. I was still enchanting books and whatnot through the early hours of day 47. I made some diamond boots to hopefully get Depth Strider 3 enchant. I do not. Try to enchant a book instead. See a book. What are the fucking odds? Oh. That was about as likely as Adam Ragusi seasoning his steak instead of his cutting board. I wasted about a metric kilometer of glowing ingots trying to reforge the Stone of the Sea, but no luck. I put Lifesteal 1, Vampirism 2 and Advanced Fire Aspect 2 on my sword. Man, with the combined powers of the Sea Rock as my necklace and Depth Strider 3 enchant of my boots, I can reach the speed of light. Well, only when in water, but still. This is pretty cool. It was getting dark, so I crashed into this village that I came across to spend the night. Day 48. I just woke up and I was just exploring this village that I found, and you will not believe this. Yeah, I'm not sure if I need this. This is what I need! Oh my, I've been looking for one of you. It didn't drop what I needed. Although, I did not drop any wither bones, unfortunately. It may have been a fever gem for all I know. It also gave me a full soap. I thought since at least one spawn there should be more, right? I saw that a sea serpent got stuck on land and it was time to test out my new armor and my new sword. Stupid snake. Stupid bitch ass. That was... This is OP. Then I just loaded a nearby battle tower and continued to look for cockatrice. And then I came across this yee ass dragon torturing villagers, and I was not having that. With the boosted confidence of easily slapping about the sea serpent, I engaged in a combat with the dragon for the first time. This is how it went. I have an idea, I want to try something. You just like fucking fling the bitch. Wow. No, you can't. That's a big one. It's like stuck to the ground. Ah, no, he's not. He is after me, yeah. Oh. He's so confused. I think he's an old one. Oh, I was laughing because I was shooting knockback arrows at the dragon and he seemed so confused. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. There's no water. I thought I landed in an ocean. I need ocean. Fuck. Bro, that is really? He like it took like half a heart of my chest at one point, I think. This is why what? Oh man, I was so afraid of this. I'm still shaking, to be honest. Man, I was feeling good. I finally defeated the biggest threat that the RLCraft world suffered from, which was the dragons. I could now bring peace and balance to the inhabitants of this cursed land. No one shall abuse their power no more. Then I killed like 3 dragons for literally no reason on day 49. I don't know why. Through day 50 I was out looking for cockatrice again. I spent all of day 51 flying around through many savannas, but no birds at all. On day 52 I was sick of holding down the W key on my keyboard and decided to completely clear a battle tower of XP. Day 53 was strange, so I was finally done with killing all the mobs in the lower levels of the tower, and now it was time for dessert. So I cheesed the golem off, and this is what followed. Do I not have my arrows? Oh, for fuck. Oh, piss off you. I want the loot. Come on. Just get him. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is there another star? Yo, what the fuck, Really? This is not gonna do damage. What the fuck, another star? Whoa. But give me it. I picked up everything but it. I want to get it before these spawns. Ah, fuck it. Yeah, fuck. Do we need that many dragon skulls? Probably not. No, fuck off. Oh no. I got it! On day 54 I made 2 heart containers, and then for like the 100th time I went back looking for cockatrice. I got so tired of not having any luck, and so I thought, how hard could it be to just go to the nether and kill a few wither skeletons? I guess how well that went. Alright, I never done this before. Well, shit. I'll just solve this. Well, wow. Maybe wither? No. There's so much shit here. What the fuck? What? Wowie. Well, that was... Bruh. Oh no, why would you attack that guy? Why is there fucking zombies here? I feel like this is fucking pointless. Nope. Wow. Oh, you can drink that. Half a heart. Half a heart. Oh my god. I said to myself that I am never going back there ever again, and I instead made an advanced rune reader to never use it ever again. Then I started to search for some mending books as my Depth Strider 3 boots were about to collapse, and that was not good. So while flying I apparently found one of the more rare structures. There could be bending in here. Is there any dragons? Oh, what the... Kind of cheesed a few top chests of one of the towers, but they do not have any mending books. I decided to descend down, but once again the quality of the loot rapidly got worse, alongside with the health of my boots, so I had to leave. On day 56 I decided to raid the main, big, surrounded by this clouds type tower, in hopes that it would have some good shit. It did contain some good shit, but not what I needed, and you know what else it had? Like a bajillion fucking mobs in it, and no, seriously, it was almost impossible to get in. So I put down some water so I could get strength 4, But another problem arose quite quickly. In that mishmash of a million mobs, there were few rare and ultra ones that had lighting abilities, and well, they set the fucking building on fire. Man, the lag was insane. I also saw so many totems on the ground, but the fire was threatening to consume them, so I had to move quickly. I got a few, but once again the durability on my shoes was not having a good time, so I had to go. And then the 57 started out of nowhere as the Shadow Games event started. There were mobs flying in from left, right, center, up and down, and mobs flooding in from everywhere, kind of like the first SpongeBob SquarePants episode. Just joking. I just recalled home, and that was it. Then I started looking for mending books, and a few hundred blocks away I found a village that had a library that had a mending book that also had an Unbreaking Tree villager. It was truly a glorious day. Oh yeah, and I finally got some wither bones as I killed some wither skeletons in the tower. And I finally made a dragon bone bow. Me being me, I crafted the completely wrong one. But it's okay, I crafted the right one shortly after. On days 58 to 59 I was going to go to the end, but before that I needed to enchant my bow. So I put infinity, range and multi-shot 1 on it. Very nice. I do not know what I was supposed to do exactly, but I knew one thing, that I should stay on my mount and never get off. I wonder how well that held up in the end. So, I finally found the portal room and jumped right in. Once I had arrived, I instantly jumped onto my rock and started shooting the crystals. It was very easy until I had to get those enclosed ones. This is how that went. Please do not fly away, my guy. Are you a new piss off? Yeah. Come on. No. Yep, my guy died. Looks like he did. I'll have to wait here now. Which is not the most safest place to wait. Why did... Oh, wither skeleton skull actually. You took my water. I do not know they can do that. I do not know it can do that. Well, I'll have to wait again. Cool. Not like my life is on the line. Well, I can't use that anymore. Fuck you. Make more. Can you just fucking Oh, 80 seconds. Cool. Unless Pearl, yeah. But then I killed the dragon, and now it was time to collect the dragon skulls and XP. It wasn't easy, but I eventually did it and jumped into the portal home. And I thought that I just did it. I got the most difficult component in the making of the Ang shield. Yeah, no. I forgot the shulker heart. Shulker heart I need. So on day 60 to 81 I spent expanding and building my bunker. There's no audio of either the game or me talking, as I was just listening to some boner jams and just taking it slow. Although some honorable mentions, on day 73 I brought back the Unbreaking Tree villager to my bunker trading hall, as it was really not that far away. And on day 80 I killed my very first ice dragon. On days 81 to 84, after I finally finished building the bunker, I gave a small house tour. Okay, yesterday I spent almost the entire day just building, and I guess I can show you around. Let me just go to the entrance. This part is not yet done, I'll have to do it, but I'll do it soon now. But okay, so what we have here, okay, it's a way too loud game, that's what we have. So this is like the main area. I made it round. I don't have a ceiling yet, because I do not know what the ceiling I want yet. Okay, then we have this nice corridor, and then we have a storage room. There's also gonna be chests here, but for as of right now, I have, you know, enough space for most of the items. So yeah, that's nice. Then we have the like a workroom, so enchanting table, this thing I'm probably never gonna use, anvils, this thing, this enchanting and reforge table. So very nice. Nothing that way yet, although there is the chicken farm still there. I did not get rid of it, and it actually has so many eggs, I do not even know what to do with them. Oh, okay, you know what? Just... oh my god, so many of these. Okay, and then the... probably the biggest room, maybe? I'm not sure. So I have this guard bird, because some ticket keeps just going in here and trying to kill me, so annoying. And yeah, this was the Unbreaking Tree villager that I found a few days ago. And I put him in this farm, which is nice. And I even got the flame thing now, so that's very nice. But yeah, I think that's all I did. And then I went back to the very weird dungeon to get all the loot. I will not bore you with me just spam clicking left click, as it's not very interesting, and I did not even get anything that special. One very honorable mention though, I did get the last 2 wither skulls I needed in that dungeon. Day 85, I got home from clearing that massive tower and just shoved the shit into the chest, and then went back into the nether to get some soul sand. So I could fight the wither. Who would have thought that the lava oceans are the safest place in the nether? Oh, it's faster than I thought, actually. See, I never fought this guy before. Through day 87 and a big portion of day 88, I was just looking for an end city, and even when I did find it, it was more like an end house. What fucking... I killed 2 shulkers and got a heart right away, but I wanted more shells so I could make shulker boxes, and well, I got jumped by all the mobs in a 5-mile radius and almost died. Oh, 2.5, okay, no. Back home, I got 3 shulker shells and 1 shulker heart. Good enough for me. And I didn't even get a second shulker shell, goddammit. And then I decided to loot another dungeon, but this time it was even worse, so I'll not even go into detail. I spent all of day 89 just spamming left click. On day 90, I finished off the tower. I was extremely disappointed in the loot. It almost felt like I raided a fucking kindergarten or something. The loot was really bad, and then I went back to flying around for more adventures, as I did not want to do any more big projects for the last 10 days. Day 91, I sorted my life out and finally made a shulker box, and then I also made a waystone. This bad boy. I feel like this was like the best place. Crib. No. My crib. There you go. I went out again. I found a village and a sea serpent stuck on land. Oh, look. Mr. Bitch is stuck on land. Hey, Mr. Bitch. You don't mind if I step, eh? I mean, he's stuck on land, might as well. Fucking. On day 92, I killed a said sea serpent. Stupid fish. More and more flying. And I will just cut out the boring parts once again. Found another fishing village and took the emerald blocks from it. Really close to this fish village I found a library, and one of those villagers was selling an Venom 1 book. So I bought 6 of those so I could make one in Venom 3 book. Continued leveling up the villagers in that library, hoping that I could get some more decent enchants. And on day 93, I did. Adept 3. Oh my, that's expensive. I got an Adept 3 book, which was extremely expensive, but I do not mind. Day 96 began in the middle of day 95. Once again, the Shadow Games event started. although it did not bother me at all, as I was just flying over an ocean. Even more flying later, I found another rather rare structure, which was the Vindicator Evoker Oasis thing. So I went in and destroyed the Vindicator spawners, and then I found the Evoker spawner. I stayed there just farming evokers, and this was also the place that reminded me of Ender chests, which I had completely forgotten about. Although once the evokers really started going, they spawned so many rare and ultra vexes, and once again they set the building on fire. But I didn't get nearly full inventory of totems of undying. On day 97 I found another village, with villagers selling a Spitshot 3 book, so naturally I bought 2 of those so I could make one Spitshot 4 book. Nearing the end of this day I found a snowy mountain and decided to camp there for the night, as I needed strays, which have a 3% chance of dropping a ring of overclocking, which is one of the harder to get components for the Aang shield. I sadly did not get a single one. On day 98 I found another village with a penetration 5 book, so I took it. And for the last 2 days, days 99 to 100, I just went talking about possible future plans for this world and said goodbye to my pets. Come on guys, look this way for fun. And that about wraps it up. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe, as it does not take much effort and you can always unsubscribe for whatever reason. Leave a like, as I'm only doing a part 2 of the cell if I get 50 likes. And yeah, that's about it.